Going on, guys? Christian Perez back at you with another video. Today's video, we're doing a bald fade, a little bit of a high bald fade, little shear work on top. Particular customer didn't want a hair cut off the top necessarily, but we had to use the shears to blend it in. I like using the shear over comb technique. If you have not been to this channel, you don't know how to cut hair, you're learning how to cut hair, you feel like you're struggling in cutting hair, it doesn't matter, because you came to the right place, because I'm just here to help. I just want to help you. I want to help you. Make sure you subscribe. If you find this video helpful, share, like, smash that subscribe button. And as usual, I appreciate your time. Alright, so let's get started, guys. Welcome back to another haircut tutorial on my channel. Hope everybody had a good week so far. Like I said, we're doing a bald fade. Here's the before. I'm gonna do a nice high bald fade on him. He doesn't want to take anything off the top. So we're just gonna blend in the sides with shear over comb technique. So here I'm using my BARBER FX Pros. Loving these things. Like, I'm really loving these things. I haven't picked up another pair of clippers since I started using them. We're making our first initial guideline here with the lever all the way closed.
Attention, attention, attention. The godfather of instrumentals, Don P.
Here we're making our next guideline with the lever all the way open. You want to make sure you give yourself enough space to blend that zero out. So don't be afraid to take this particular step. If you want to take it a little higher than 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch, it's okay. You don't want to take it too high, but you just want to make sure you give yourself enough space to blend. Now we're going to start to erase that bottom line. And we're going to use the open, middle, close technique. So we're going to start with the lever open. That's how we created the guideline. We're going to move the lever to the middle position, and then we're going to move it all the way to the closed position. And as you close that lever, you're going to want to start using more and more the corners of your blade. You don't want to raise the fade. You got to be careful. As you can see, as I close that lever as well, when I have it all the way closed, I kind of tilt the clipper at an angle. Just helps erase that line a little easier for me with this particular clipper. Depends how they're set. These aren't zero gaps, so just depends on the clipper. Here I'm using the end as magnetic number 3 guard with the lever all the way open. It's the equivalent to a 3.5. Again, once we create the initial guideline, we're going to go right to the number 2 with the lever open, which is the equivalent to a 2.5. And we're going to work it all the way closed. Here I'm using the magnetic number 1 guard with the lever all the way open. It's the equivalent to a 1.5, so it blends right into that number 2, and work it all the way closed. And here we're using the 0 guard. That should knock out that last line. We'll start with the lever open and then work it closed. Here we're repeating the same process on the other side, starting with the number 3. You can see towards the front I'm going in at an angle. You got to cut in the direction that the hair is growing. So you see his hair is growing kind of forward, so I'm going in at an angle to make sure that it's cutting. If you don't hear it cutting, then you're not cutting any hair, obviously. So make sure you hear that hair cutting. Also, these steps, you can follow them all the way around. If you want to put your number 3 guard on and do the number 3 all the way around the head, you can do that. And then put the number 2 and go all the way around the head. You can do that as well. I'm the type of person with a lot of stuff, I just want to see it completed. I want to finish one side, I want to finish the other side, and then I'll tie it together with the back. If you're learning or you're starting out, you're a new barber, it's probably easier for you to go all the way around with the number 3, all the way around with the number 2, so on and so forth until you work your way all the way down. Because to go side to side and then marry the back in with both of those, sometimes you can get lost. You might raise the fade a little higher on one side as opposed to the other. So if you're starting out, best to probably just follow the steps all the way around in one uniform way. zero guard again. Almost got everything knocked out. After you follow all these steps as well, make sure you go back. Make sure you go back to the steps and do some touch-up work. The way you get those flawless blends is by doing the touch-up work. It's pivotal. Here I'm just wetting the sides here, and I'm doing shear over comb technique, and I showed you the bulk there. I'm just knocking down the bulk. And give me some feedback in the comments, guys. I always appreciate the feedback. Let me know if the video is a little too fast or it was a little too short. I just figured I'd make it a little shorter for you guys. Let me know if you guys want me to make it longer, or if you would like me to try and do the steps all the way around as opposed to doing side to side. Get active. Let me know. Get active in the comments, and reach out. Be more getting really excited. Just a couple more weeks to the CT Barber Expo. We got our booth number 2, Tomb 45, along with Tomb Squad will be there. We will be showcasing me, Chris Bazio, Chris Loco. We will all be in the house. I believe Macho was going to be there, Macho Mazzuto. So I'm looking forward to that big time. We're going to be at booth 921, I believe it is. Here I'm using my Andis T outliners, the blackout edition. And I'm just erasing all that hair from the bottom, balding them out. Here I'm using the Andis foil shaver, and I'm just beginning to ball it out at the very bottom. With this, you don't really want to press, just let the shaver do the work. If you press the blade underneath, that's how you get those holes in the foils. If you press too hard with these, you can either break your foil or you can cause razor burn on your client. You see how I'm passing it right here? No need to push, just let the shaver do the work. That, and you're just making your job harder. If you start pressing really hard, you're just creating another line that you're gonna have to erase. Your clipper, whether it be the Babyliss FX Pros or whether it be a pair of Masters, is not gonna get it out. You're gonna have to go back over it with the T outliners, kind of use the corners. So it's just best just not to push with the shaver. Just let the shaver do the work. And as you get towards the top of the blend, just kind of float it off the head. That way you're not digging in and making a big line. So this is pretty much wrapping up. As usual, I appreciate y'all's time. Thank you for taking a little time out of your day to spend some time with me. If you found this video helpful, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you share it. And of course, make sure you subscribe. As usual, I appreciate y'all's time, and I will see y'all next week.